Human Psychology Facts. It takes about 66 days for an average individual to make something a daily habit. Studies say that individuals who could instinctively use sarcasm to tackle a frivolous question have healthy minds. Individuals who have a deep sense of guilt are better at identifying the emotions and concerns of the people around them. We're naturally second-minded because other people don't approve. Yawning to have someone else's yawn is a normal phenomenon, despite not feeling exhausted or asleep. An average individual's mind wanders 30% of the time. You will see your memories in a dreamlike pattern during the 7 minutes of neural activity before dying. Having siblings is proven to help with getting along well with peers. The way an individual treats the employees at an establishment tells immensely about their character. If you sob out of happiness, the first tear will come from the right eye, but if you cry out of sorrow, it will come from the left. Food prepared by someone else tastes much better than your own preparation, even when you use the same recipe. Hearing a single negative thing could damage at least 5 positive memories. Studies have shown that consuming food without preservatives will increase IQ by up to 14%. You seem to think more about a specific individual than about catastrophic events. An individual still has 7 minutes of neural activity before he passes away. Researchers have observed that thinking that something bad is going to happen is less stressful to understand than not understanding how it will eventually wind up. Men aren't more entertaining than women, they only make more jokes, they don't care whether others like their humor or not. Shy people tell others very little about themselves, but they do it in quite a manner that makes other individuals believe they know them better than they actually think they do. Our brain size has decreased by 10% since we were hunter-gatherer. People in blue rooms are also much more productive. The study showed that information could last longer in the mind of a person evaluated for it than if it were only examined without the need for instant recall. You are in an endless pursuit of human faces and inanimate objects. People are much more likely to return a missing wallet if a picture of a child is found inside. Smart people tend to have fewer mates than the average person. The smarter the individual, the more selective they become. People who speak 2 languages can unintentionally change their personalities when they switch to speak from one language to another. People would rather change the truth than change their views about people. If we have a plan B, our plan A is less likely to succeed. The starting and the ending are easier to recall than the middle ones. Anything that your mind says has an identical response from the body's cells. We would like to break more laws if one law is too strict. London cab drivers, who need to know every street in London, have an expanded hippocampus that indicates that this area is increasing as you decipher more detail. Our minds are working on making boring speeches more exciting. You're conditioned to enjoy the songs you've most listened to in high school. Memories are more like pieced images than precise snapshots. When you feel like you're low on something like money, you're obsessive about it. A scientist named Thomas H. Morgan discovered that chromosomes had inherited knowledge. Your brain is doing more imaginative work when you're sleepy.